Yes, we are live. We are live. That's great. Nice day today. The weather was amazing. The day was fantastic. How is your day going? Or how did your day go? Or how is your day starting or ending? Whatever time zone you're in. My day is ending, rightly so. But it's been a great day. Not too many sirens for a change. So thank God for that. We're starting the observant with Palm Sunday now. We're going into the Holy Week, which will culminate with Easter Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that while we commemorate and remember the journey that Jesus went through to crucifixion and then resurrection. So it's a memorable time for us this time of the year. Now, I want to talk about keeping mistakes in perspective. There's not a person alive who has never made a mistake, but how do you react when you have made a mistake? Do you acknowledge the mistake, or do you gloss over? Or pretend that nothing happened? Well, we need to keep mistakes in perspective because they will happen, and they will happen regularly, whether we like it or not, because none of us is perfect. None of us is perfect. Only Jesus was perfect, but we are not perfect. And therefore, we have to keep mistakes in perspective. One of the most difficult thing to say is I was wrong. As I've gotten older, it's gotten a lot easier for me to admit, hey, I messed up. Especially with my kids, like, sorry guys, this didn't turn out the way I would have liked. Own it. You learn from it as well. The is repeated. Leadership. The more for the more new things he will try. So the more you make mistakes, the better you're getting. That means you're doing something. It's about putting things in perspective. So there's an acronym that we can look at to help us overcome whatever stigma we have about making mistakes. So M, messages that give us feedback about life. That's M. I, interruptions that should cause us to reflect and think. When you make a mistake, it's an interruption. S, these are signposts that direct us to the right path. T, tests that push us towards greater maturity. Won't you agree with that? I definitely do. A is awakenings that keep us in the game mentally. Keys that we can use to unlock the next door of opportunity. E, explorations that let us journey where we've never been before. And S, statements about our development and progress. So, if someone on your team makes a mistake, remember this acronym, and rather than being hard on them, acknowledge that this is something that we can learn from. And if you could even praise them and say, you know, it's because you did something that this mistake happened. Or, of course, depending on the gravity, how the gravity of the mistake, you can use that as a lesson for the whole team to learn from. What do you think about that? What do you think about praising? I think that's an interesting concept, praising people's mistakes, to give a different perspective on mistakes. I think that would be cool. I think that's cool. That's cool. Praise yourself for making a mistake, because that means you're taking action. As long as you didn't harm anybody, you didn't harm yourself, I think that's a good way to go. And thanks for joining me. Hi, hello, how are you? Thank you. And goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Thank you. Bye for now. God bless.